Intrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation is typically defined as a type of motivation to engage in activity by interest or enjoyment in a task for its own sake. Participation in intrinsically motivated tasks can be described as interesting, pleasurable, and satisfying. Intrinsic motivation is often discussed in relation to extrinsic motivation. Extrinsic motivation is a type of motivation to engage in activity because of some external pressure or to satisfy some perceived drive or need. The difference is that the task itself is not satisfying or valuable, but what one gains by completing or participating in the task is. Teachers, parents, and employers often rely on extrinsic rewards to increase cooperation and compliance. These rewards can be useful and perhaps necessary if the task one is being asked to participate in is truly boring, not particularly meaningful or useful. The question for classroom teachers is, how often should students be engaged in activities that fit this description? Cohn and others have documented that overuse of extrinsic rewards undermines intrinsic motivation. Students who originally found interest or pleasure in a task no longer found the task inherently attractive after receiving extrinsic rewards for participating in it. Instead of extrinsic rewards, Lepper and Hodel recommend 4 sources on intrinsic motivation that can be applied to classroom tasks. Students should be engaged in tasks that are appropriately difficult, that are interesting, that afford some sense of personal control or choice, and are fun. Many of these task attributes align well with what research has shown can encourage the development of situational interest into personal interest over time. The big idea is to be thoughtful designers of tasks that leverage intrinsic motivation and to use extrinsic rewards carefully and sparingly.